My name is Charlie Simpson. I represent the Furniture Committee, the Furniture Vetting Committee here at the NEC. I'm a self-employed antique dealer based up in Northumberland, and I come down and with my other committee members we inspect and vet all the items of furniture within the fair. We vet for authenticity, correct labelling. It's not necessarily a process of trying to weed out things that have things wrong with them. Very often it's a more positive thing where we're explaining to people that their labels maybe are underselling their item and something might be actually rather older than they expect, or vice versa. We check for originality, whether there have been any restorations and repairs, and generally so the buying public can come with confidence and know that when they see a label, it is an accurate description of the piece. Restoration and repairs are acceptable within the guidelines of the vetting rules. There are certain things which aren't acceptable, and these would have to be notified in the label of the piece. For example, if a mirror, an 18th century mirror, might have a later glass plate, we would ask the exhibitor to notify the buying public that the plate was later. Vetting is very important because it gives the buying public the confidence to buy with the knowledge that there are 130 vetters, all of whom have been through the specific disciplines and inspected each piece here, and it's a very good security blanket, as it were, for the buying public. If you're starting a collection as a member of the public, I think the beauty about an antiques fair is under one roof you have an enormous cross-section of disciplines, different qualities, different stocks, and if you haven't quite decided what you want to start collecting, it's a very good way to think, I rather like 18th century glass, which you might not know about, but you can start a collection, for example, relatively inexpensively. Shops tend to be more specific in terms of the objects that they sell, so you might have a furniture shop or a picture gallery. I think the beauty about a fair is A, it's all vetted, and B, you've got the situation whereby you've got every discipline under one roof, and within half an hour you can see an awful lot of goods. Collecting furniture is my passion. Furniture is my passion and has been for many years. I feel that it's quite a difficult thing to collect purely because of the logistical size of it. We've been through, everybody's house used to look like a sale room. There was a chair and a picture and a stool and something, there was no space around them. And now what we're finding is that we've been through the minimalism period where people literally emptied their houses and had looked at one white picture. And now we've got, I think, a happy medium where people will buy a focal point piece of furniture. They will probably spend more money on it, but it will be one piece at the end of a room rather than four lesser pieces. And so collecting is an ambition where you are constantly trying to increase the quality of your collection, whether at whatever budget, whether you're spending thousands, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. It's a constant upgrading process. The fair today, I think, is absolutely fantastic. I think there's a beautiful cross-section of goods. I've walked around the fair this morning. Every stand has made a significant effort with the display, obviously the acquisition of the stock. I think the quality is as high here in this fair as I've seen in many, many months. Within the fair, I have selected one piece of furniture which I felt stood out as part of my passion, and I think it's a fabulous example of an early 19th century mahogany hall bench. If I can just have a look at it here, we can see the beautiful mahogany grain here with the incised seat. This is measures about 2'6" to 3 feet long. If you look underneath, you can see the underside of this timber, which hasn't been touched literally since it was made in about 1810, and all the glue blocks here, all in their original positions, and this beautiful reeded leg with a very elongated spool feet, again typical of the work of Gillows. This was used probably in a long hallway under a full-length portrait, and you would have it very often in public galleries and museums. You see a row of them. It's of exceptional quality, beautiful colour and patination, and it is priced at £3,950.